roll with it right now. I don't care what it says. If it says bad stream, I'm going to have to edit this because it's still lagging. I can see it lagging, whatever. We're going to roll with it, man. Let's start it off. If you weren't here when we started, this is my son, Subway. Although his hairstyle resembles somebody else I know. I can't quite figure it out, but I can't put my finger on it. But anyway, let's start rubbing it raw. Jabber jabber with Tutus and Subway.
What up?
Yeah, say hi to Subway, everybody. So, can anybody tell me what the gauntlet match was all about on Raw? I don't even know what it was about. I think it was just pitting all 7 of the Elimination Chamber guys in a match.
The same thing we're going to see on Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much. It started with Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins comes out.
It took up about 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long match. Hey, it was a great match, actually. Yeah. And Seth Rollins ended up reversing a Roman Reigns roll-up into his own roll-up, gets the pin. So then they bring out Cena for the next part of the segment. That match went on for a long time.
Yeah.
And then we brought up Seth beat Cena, which brings out Who Wants to Walk with Elias? Elias Sampson. I love that dude, man. He's going somewhere. I love that guy. So, anyway, Elias ends up beating
Rollins.
Seth. Yeah. And which brings out I'm sorry, I was fixing something. Brings out Finn Balor. Then these matches got shorter towards the end. Finn ended up pinning Elias.
Mm-hmm.
And then we brought out The Miz. The Miz beat Finn. And then, of course, in an unfair advantage, Braun happened to be number 7 in the match. The baddest man in the WWE.
Comes out and just annihilates Miz.
Annihilates The Miz. Annihilates The Miz Taraj. Even after the match, he goes after him and still messes him up, by the way. So I don't know. Does anybody know what the reason for that was? I have no idea. Yeah, Elvis. See, I thought that too. The whole thing took a lot out of it. At least as I do, I'm walking with Elias. I don't even think he did the I'm walking with Elias, did he?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. By the way, Subway has been out of the wrestling grip for quite a while, so he's just getting back into it, and he just started watching it tonight, so he really doesn't even know the people wrestling anymore. He's just starting to watch. He doesn't know the storylines, has no idea, so he's kind of winging it with us. I'm trying to get him back into it. Although maybe you should talk to his real dad, Skip. I don't know, man. That hairdo resembles Skip too much for me.
Yeah, I always thought you weren't my dad anyway.
Anyway, maybe Farley's your dad.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
It is a possibility. So, then we had the Asuka promo, which we all know what's happening with Asuka. She's winning at WrestleMania. So, then we had the Titus Worldwide versus The Bar. And surprisingly, Titus Worldwide is getting a push. We got Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. They're coming out of nowhere. I mean, they were getting beat up by everybody, and now they're making a run. Hopefully, they make a title run. I don't know. What's that say? Skip's what? Skip's on. See? Katie even thinks so, man. I didn't know Skip 27 years ago, Subway.
Well, he is a creep. You never know, man.
Wow. Anyway. So let's get back. Actually, we're already to the last match because that
the gauntlet was the
gauntlet
whole
took
Raw.
forever. But we're going to get into Elimination Chamber and talk about what's heading up with that and get to know Subway a little bit. We had the Mandy Lee, Alexa Bliss, Sonya Deville against Bayley, Sasha, and Mickie James match, which Sasha, Bayley, and Mickie James won, I believe, because Alexa Bliss got pinned or tapped out.
Yes, tapped out.
Tapped out.
Yep.
And the show ended. So pretty much a 3-hour show was a 7-man gauntlet match.
Which is the same thing we'll see on Sunday.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because the Elimination Chamber, they'll be released at different intervals to come out. Kind of like a gauntlet match, I guess. Yeah. So, just without the cage in the chambers. So I don't get what the whole purpose of that was. Maybe just a preview. But let's get to Elimination Chamber. Give me your guys' thoughts on who is going to win Elimination Chamber and get that title shot against Braun. In my opinion...
Braun? You think
Brock,
we all know
Lesnar.
We all know Braun's gonna get the title shot against Lesnar anyway.
See, I'm not sure about that, Subway, because Cena has something invested in this. He needs one more title win to beat Ric Flair.
Right.
Then of course you got the whole Roman Reigns push. he's getting crammed down our throats, and I'm pretty sure Brock is heading out after WrestleMania, and I'm pretty sure Cena's leaving for a movie. So I don't know if they will put it on Cena just for a short period and then hand it over from Cena to someone else from there, just like a transition title. It'll boost Cena past Ric Flair, plus it'll make the transition. It'll still make Brock look good because he only lost to Cena. He's not going to lose to whoever beats Cena.
Right.
So Brock will still look strong if he ever decides to come back. Maybe Braun taking it from Cena. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with Roman. I mean, Roman getting beat by Seth, that kind of took a little bit away from that.
Lee thinks Roman will win.
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up between Roman and Cena. They're the only two that really make sense going into the Elimination Chamber. Now, from the Elimination Chamber going into WrestleMania is a different story. But at this point, Cena needs to get that
17th?
The 17th. Is Cena worthy of being better than Ric Flair?
Right. Will they do that? I don't
know.
Woo!
I don't know. Most would say no, because not many people like Cena. I know Farley's a big Flair fan, so he probably won't like to see that. But that's my input on that. As far as the women's elimination chamber goes, I'm really lost on that. The only thing I can think of is Asuka, but Asuka won the Royal Rumble, so she already has a title shot. So her winning the elimination chamber would make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the women or
Yeah.
women in general for that fact. So
yeah, you don't know about women in life. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, going into Fastlane, which is the next pay-per-view after Elimination Chamber, that is a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, so you don't know nothing about that yet.
Mm-mm.
This is literally probably your first wrestling show you watched in how long?
Probably since 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Wow. So he hasn't watched since the Attitude Era.
X-Pac.
That is crazy. But anyway, yeah, you know what? I like Elias. I'd like to see Elias win the Elimination Chamber. It's not going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Can Cena one way away from breaking Ric Flair's record, and soon Cena will leave? Yes. That just means he lost 16 times. Farley, you stole that from me. Because when I think they all left.
I hope they come back soon because I'm getting hungry.
All right, we're back on, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what the deal is, man. We did have no problems the other day. Subway brings his big butt on here, and apparently the camera can't keep up with him. But hey, we're not done. We're not going out like that. We're not losing the stream. Who's here with us? There's nobody here with us. Come back, God damn it. Now nobody's here, Subway.
They're back. Katie's here.
All right. Hey, Katie, what's going on? Thanks for sticking around. All them losers took off. We're not done yet. We still got to talk more about Elimination Chamber, SmackDown for tonight. We got about 10 more minutes yet, so. All right, it's back. Sorry about the stream, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on. Like I said, I think Subway's big butt's taking up too much of the camera space, or I changed the setting. I don't know what I did. But we'll get it fixed for Talking Smack tomorrow night. So, any questions? Anybody here that wants to ask a question about Subway? Or Farley's here in the room if you want to ask Farley a question. Ask him why he's in Mexico. He's going there to get cheap drugs. That's what he's doing.
Bring some back.
So, talk to us, guys. Tell us your thoughts on what you thought of Raw. Questions for Subway. And yes, literally, Subway is my son. Literally, he's Tutu's son.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Unfortunately.
Yes. This big sucker came out of me. But anyway. So, let's have some questions. It's pretty much the same normal crowd that's here. Tell us what you thought of Raw. Tell us what you think about Elimination Chamber. What's leading up to WrestleMania. And I'll definitely work on making sure I have the right settings on this stream, because the stream last time was awesome on Sunday. So, I don't know what the deal was. But anyway, and Jacob, I checked the mailbox today, dude. I didn't see nothing in there. And you kind of teased me about having something in our mailbox. And having something in our mailbox is pretty cool. So, send it. whatever it is. And it's still a big mystery as to who sent the Batman pen. We have no idea who sent the damn Batman pen. So somebody tell us. I want to know who sent it. So, anyway, Subway, what was your thoughts after going back to wrestling and watching it for the first time since 2000? It's definitely not Attitude Era.
Nope, not as. I mean, like I said, I don't know a lot about the storylines, but it seems like it's not as eccentric.
It's not as dramatic. It's not soap opera-ish.
Right.
It's pretty much more based around wrestling and the matches and stuff. Good one, Farley. Yeah, good one. Hey, Farley, maybe when we do these streams, you should be on the other side. Huh? I don't know. But anyway, if this video happens to cut out again, I'm just not coming back. But I want to spend some time with you guys, listen to your questions, ask us questions. While you have Farley, myself, and Subway here, we don't know where Skip is.
Yeah. We're waiting on aren't they waiting on a investigation?
Yeah. What's working so well tonight, Farley? Huh? What are you talking about? He's always got to put 2 cents in there when he's not here.
2 cents?
Yeah. No, 2 2.
Oh,
What's he talking about? Because it's working so well tonight. I don't even know what he's talking about. He don't even know what he's talking about.
Something about things in your inbox.
Oh. No, that's not what he's talking about. Anyway. So, Katie, what was your thoughts? This was probably the crappiest show ever, man.
Yeah, it was, like I said, hour and a half of the same thing.
The same match.
Yep, we're going to see it again Sunday.
7 people.
Boring. Wasn't really that exciting.
I mean, the matches I thought were exciting.
Right.
But, like you said, we're going to see the same 7 guys. Right. Basically the same thing, just not being released from a chamber.
Right.
They came in one at a time. The sequence of the wrestlers was interesting. I think if they wanted to build up Braun Strowman more than he already is, they could have had him come out first and go through a couple of those guys. Because in all reality, the only one of these 7 that needs some kind of push would be Elias, maybe Finn. But other than that, Seth, Cena, Roman, The Miz, Braun, they're all pretty much over. They didn't need to have a performance there. A good performance by Elias or Finn in that gauntlet match would have made Elimination Chamber more interesting, in my opinion, because they would have looked stronger than they are going into it. Yeah, I know, Farley. I was telling Subway that when I was setting up that there's a lot to it, and I really don't know it yet, but the last 2 I did were really well. I mean, the last live one was perfect. I don't know if I didn't have my computer set up in time or my connection's there. I don't know what happened. I did change a few things trying to get his fat head in the screen with us, but I don't have anything extra hooked up. I have 1 camera, 1 mic. As you can see, I got the lapel mic hanging right here. That's ghetto, right? Yeah, Lee. Elias needs a push, man. If he would have just this gauntlet match, him coming out first and maybe going through a couple of the guys, like maybe him getting a pin on Seth or Roman. Braun had to have some kind. Braun couldn't go in there and lose to 1 guy. He would have had to go through at least 1 or 2 guys because that's Braun Strowman. He's a beast. They can't do that. I'm really surprised that Vince McMahon let Roman lose to Seth right off the bat like that. I mean, Vince, that's not like Vince. Vince would put Roman in later, but to have him lose the first go out with Seth was pretty amazing to me, to be honest with you. You look like a troll, Farley. You look like a troll. Yeah, he lost. Let's move more off camera. What? What are you talking about, Katie? So sick of Braun. F Braun. Dang, Lee, chill, buddy. Chill. Hey, by the way, tune in tomorrow night at 7 for WFW. We recorded it Sunday, and it will be there. It's just not going to be live. Lee had a match. Jacob had a match. We seriously thought about putting Lee in a title match after he beat Kevin Owens, which was amazing because before that Kevin Owens match, Lee's ratings on the game were like a 60. And Kevin Owens is a 89 or whatever. And Lee pulled off the victory. Then we bumped up Lee's settings to make him a 90. And then he had his match tomorrow on WFW, and you'll see what happens with that. So maybe he'll get a push for a title shot after he proves himself with one more win. He can't do it with just one win.
Right.
It don't work that way on WFW. And Jacob, you got to do something. Your guy is stinking up the house. Maybe he pulls off a victory tomorrow. To be honest, I don't even remember. We should have had you.
You don't remember anything.
Oh, nope. You know what, Jacob? You face Kurt Hawkins tomorrow. We set you up with Kurt Hawkins to give you a chance to get that first singles win to where you don't need Farley as your partner. And besides, Farley's only won one match too. So, whatever. Lee's going to whip some butt, huh? Lee says, not yet. I need to earn it. Yes, you're right. Lee, we did bump up your stats. Like I said, we bumped him up. I think you're a 90. And he didn't even bump you up that far. I think he moved you up to like 70 something in each category. But yeah, you're like overall 90. It was amazing how much that little and Lee, we want to thank you for contributing to WFW and putting your character in the game. Jacob, same. We need to get more people in the game. I'd like to have a fan Royal Rumble or maybe a fan elimination chamber. That would be cool.
Right.
So anyway, if any of you guys weren't here, yeah, he's a 90 overall. If any of you guys weren't here for, oh God, now you got sidetracked when I said that. I forgot what I was going to say, Subway. I was talking about Lee. Oh, we want to get more fans in the game. I'm going to work on the Patreon tonight and set up some tiers with the Patreon. We got these fancy little pictures here if anybody would like. Like I said, send me your mail address in a private message to either myself or Farley. We'll sign it for you if you want. We'll even have Subway sign it if you want. If you don't want a signature, if you don't want it, whatever. If you want it, send us your mailbox. We'll send it out to you. We'll spit on it, wipe our booties with it.
We'll rub it raw.
We'll sign it. We'll rub it raw. So, yeah, I'm going to set up some Patreon tiers. Maybe we'll continue with the PayPal thing. We have a couple of our fans that go through PayPal, like Lee. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, these core people that are here every single time, man. And I mean, you guys are diehards. We appreciate it. And other people watch it, but it's after the fact. You know, they watch not the live stream. And this whole interaction with the fans is what's fun to me. I like talking to you guys. I like having fun. You guys are great. We just need more people in here. I'd like to see 10 live views during our live shows. That would boost up our view time and do a lot for us on YouTube. I mean, you guys sharing it and bringing people to watch these live shows is just as good as contributing money or being a patron because it brings views to us and it'll boost us up without having to get actual money coming in from you fans. So we appreciate everything you do. And Lee, you're right about the building up thing. That's what I was going to do. Yes, we talked about giving you the title shot, but we decided not to. We wanted you to face another man before. We should have put you in with a woman. Anyway, we wanted you to face somebody else and earn that title shot. So, yeah, tune in tomorrow. Check it out and see if you won. Same with you, Jacob. Is that hair real, Subway?
I'm not. It used to be.
Huh.
I'm balding, so yeah.
I can't really believe how much you resemble Skip.
Yeah, Skip.
Ask your mom if she knows Skip Bentley.
I will.
Skip Bentley from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Well, he said he's from New York, but he talked like he's from Louisiana, so I don't know where the hell he's from. I don't know. No idea.
No idea.
We haven't seen him in a couple days. So, don't forget to check out Teespring, teespring.com. We have new shirts on there, new designs. We have women's shirts. We have a new logo. If you like the old logo, use that. If you like the new logo, use that. If you want a poster, a mug, we can make all that stuff. We just need to know what you guys want and how fat your wallets are. That's what we need to know. Hey, Farley, why don't you order some Porky's Boys or Jabber Jabber merchandise? Take it over to Mexico and sell it. See how well it goes over there.
They can probably make it in Mexico pretty cheap. You should see if you can find
there
a
you go.
vendor down there.
Farley, take it from your nephew.
Yeah.
Talk to some sweatshops down there. See if they can make our shirts for cheaper than what Teespring does.
Subway is the milkman's baby. Maybe Skip was a milkman.
Skip might have been a milkman, but he said he was a wrestling commentator for Backyard Trampoline Wrestling for 25 years.
Well, I'm 27. So what did you do? Milkman 2 years before that?
Yeah, so if your mom knows him, it wouldn't be the Skip Bentley that was a trampoline wrestling commentator. He'd be the milkman.
Milkman,
so,
Skip Bentley.
Let's ask your mom who the milkman was 27 years ago. And we will see if it was Skip Bentley. But you know what? Skip's in the witness protection program, so he might have had a different name back then.
Yeah. We'll get some digging to do.
Let's see. Skip is the milkman. Easier to peep in windows while delivering milk. Yeah, you got that right, Katie. Yeah, that creep was peeking in the secretary's window the other day. Man, I don't know what we're gonna do with him. He put Cosby pills in my drink. I mean, hey, he whipped out his thing.
To a little boy.
Oh, he said he thought it was a girl, but I mean, either way, does it matter? I mean, geez. I wish he would have whipped it out to Farley. So anyway.
Farley would have liked it.
Any more questions from you guys? Why weren't you listening, Farley? No, Farley, what I told you to do was, when you go into Mexico tomorrow, see if you can find a sweatshop down there that'll make our shirts cheaper than Teespring. We'll still gouge our fans the same price, but we'll make a bigger profit margin because we're having it made in Mexico.
The American dream.
The American dream. The Trump way. Anyway, let's see. Tell your bro I'll send out him birthday card. Oh, you can tell him, Jacob. He's right here with you. Craig Withers is actually Farley. And we don't like to tell everybody our real names, but I'm telling you what his real name is. Look him up on Facebook, Twitter. His real name's Craig. Spam Farley. I'll get right on that. All right. Hey, Farley, thanks for joining, man. Glad to see you around. It's kind of weird having you on the other end of this.
That's what he said.
Other end, yeah. So anyway, thanks to everybody watching. I know there's a couple people watching that just aren't in the chat. Lee, Katie, Jacob. I think Elvis was here, but I think he said he had to eat, and he probably didn't come back. I'm surprised that Farley. What did you say there? I moved all. He said something about Filmora on here. What did you say about Filmora, Craig? Or Farley? Sorry. Oh, God. Now I got to scroll back before we get off air here. He said something about Filmora. Because I can't edit without Filmora. I think that's probably what he was saying. But I don't know. Because you're boring. I'll get right on that. Lee was asking about it. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Been fun. And nice to meet you, Subway.
Nice to meet you guys, too.
Hey, Jacob has been here from day one. Lee's been here since day one. Katie joined a little bit later. But, yeah. Okay, Craig. Farley, sorry. Whatever. Yeah, I can't edit this video, so it's going to have to go on YouTube the way it is. I don't know if I can cut it up or not. Is there a way I can edit this just in YouTube, Farley? Answer me that. And then you can get off my show because I don't want you on my show no more. You see it says Rubbing It Raw with Tutus and Subway. It doesn't say nothing about Farley on there. All right?
When you said Rubbing It Raw, I had a different idea of a show we were doing.
Yeah?
I'm confused. Yeah.
So anyway, sorry about the feed. Oh yeah, it's already on YouTube, dummy. You're right. I can't go back and edit that, right? So I guess it's going to be stuck on there the way it is. Maybe when you get back, you can edit it or whatever you got to do. I don't know, because we got to cut out a lot of that blank space we had in there because Subway's screwing up my video. There's this thing that on the top that tells me what the setting is wrong. I don't remember changing the settings. I probably messed with it when I was trying to hook up the headphones or whatever.
Yeah, he couldn't decide on what he wanted to do.
So anyway, I talked to Subway, and he's going to start watching wrestling, and I think he's going to come here every Tuesday that he's available to. He has a real job, and sometimes he might have to work on a Tuesday, but he's going to join us, and there it goes again. Anyway, Subway's going to join us on Tuesdays from now on with Rubbing It Raw, and I'm going to try and get one of my other kids to do Laying the Smackdown or Talking Smack or whatever the hell the name of that show is. I don't know. I asked Angela if she wanted to do it. Bailey. We're going to call her Bailey, though. So anyway, hey, nice talking to everybody. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Subway, for coming and doing your thing. I said thanks for coming. Thanks for rubbing it raw with your dad, Subway. All right, Farley. Be safe down there. Don't drink the water. Get back as soon as you can, man. I'm glad you made it safe, even though I hate you. Thanks, everybody else, for joining. And I will... SmackDown Breakdown. Thank you, Farley. So SmackDown Breakdown will be on Thursday night because tomorrow is WFW. And I plan on having Sunday show every Sunday now, Hanging with Two Tooth. I'm just going to have Hanging with Two Tooth. And if Subway wants to join me, I don't think he can because he works on Sundays.
I work every Sunday.
Well, maybe I'll find somebody else to hang with Two Tooth. Who wants to hang with Two Tooth? Maybe I can get Elias to do it. All right. Good night, Lee. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Sorry about the stream. We'll work on getting that fixed. Farley will be back next week, and I'm going to do what I can to keep this week rolling. Tune in tomorrow for WFW at 7 and SmackDown Breakdown on Thursday. Thanks, guys. Say bye, Subway.
Oh, sorry. Bye. Bye.